Philadelphia, home to one of the NBA's most historic teams, the 76ers. Here are the players arriving earlier in the mood for action. An overhead look at downtown Philadelphia. That's the site of our broadcast tonight. Welcome to a special presentation of the NBA on Christmas Day here on 2K Sports. We want to wish each and every one of you a Merry Christmas. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Brent Beer. David Aldridge will join us momentarily from the sidelines. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Ben Simmons' shooting has always been a topic of concern since he came into the league. Doc Rivers said, I don't want him to play thinking about shooting a jump shot. I want him to play downhill, get in the paint, make plays, and get to the free throw line. He's a great player. I'm going to give him the keys and let him be free. Guys?
Good idea. Thank you, D.A. A moment now to check out who's leading in the All-Star voting.
And a lot of fans and players interested to see how this thing all turns out.
And you look at Lillard. He's not quite there, but he's very close to his spot in the starting lineup for the West.
And to have the great season he's having and still not crack the top five, that just tells you a lot about how terrific some of the other Western Conference players have been.
And it's going to be an exciting showcase. We'll keep you updated with the results each day during the voting. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The veteran pair of Lillard and McCollum are the guards. Then there's Griffin. Then there's Norman Powell. And for Philadelphia. And the small and power forwards are Thibault and Harris. Colin Sexton is out there with Simmons. And it's Embiid in at the center, filling out the middle. Midway through the season, are teams, Brent, still trying to find their identity and evolve, or is it just a matter of building on what you've already got?
I think there's still some steps in small parts of evolution of a team, Kevin, but at the time when you get into 25 or 30 games, coaches are really familiar and helping players establish a rhythm to the number of players they're going to play, the rotations they're going to play in, the nights when they need more offense and how they're going to lean on guys, the nights where they might need more defense and play certain lineups. That's still pretty much the foundation of what they're going to be the rest of the year.
Now, here's Sexton, following the miss by C.J. McCollum. Embiid, the pass to Sexton. Embiid kicks to Simmons. 5 to shoot. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And guys, it's just beautiful watching Simmons in screen and roll situations. A manipulative master when it comes to tearing apart the defense.
Now here's Lillard. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Looking at Philadelphia, they took the win in their last game against the Hawks. Harris finds Simmons. Sexton against Lillard. Passes it to Embiid. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Sexton realizing that one of his guys is wide open, and that court awareness, he was able to get it to him.
Pass to Powell. Good D by Embiid.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
76ers moving the ball around. 76ers with the new shot clock. He takes it in. Here's Thibault. Shoots over Lillard. Thibault can't get it to go.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Over in the corner, Lillard. They need this one. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
And in that one, the backups came to play. Gave the team an infusion of points that just put them over the top.
Well, I talked to the assistant coaching staff. What they were stoked about is that the bench guys came in and played well. So punch off the bench, a big factor in that win.
Trailblazers trail by 6. In the corner, Powell with it. Buries it from three-point range.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
To the paint. Here's Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
Well, we know Simmons can do this. At 6'11", I don't know that anyone in the league has his vision.
McCollum right side. Pass to Powell. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Embiid. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. First free throw is good. And so Powell nails both of them. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Up top, Embiid. No good on the shot. Great D that time from Griffin. The pass to Powell. The dish to Lillard. The three from McCollum. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Embiid's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Trendon Watford.
Here's Simmons. 11-point game his last outing. Outside, Sexton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pulls up on the wing. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Brent, when you look at Sexton, he has the ability to play either guard spot, and I like that versatility.
Well, especially in today's game, Kevin, I think smaller and smaller players are going to be able to get back during the regular season and impact the way that offenses come at you and play with pace. And Sexton, one of those guys who can slide over and be a bit of the 1-2 combo guard that you're talking about.
First one falls for him.
And Sexton understands what's at stake for him, so the passion that he brings to the court on a nightly basis has to be there.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Trailblazers trail by 5. Cullen passes to Griffin. Kicks to Lillard. Just 5 to shoot. Over Simmons, and it's Lillard missing. The 76ers leading by 5. Outside, Simmons. And there's the feed to Embiid. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Embiid's got 8 points.
Offensively, we see Embiid all over the floor. But inside is where he can really utilize that size.
Now here's McCollum. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Fires from 14. He can't hit that time. Now the 76ers take it the other way. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Portland.
In their meetings last year, they split the season series. Happens a fair amount between teams from the East and West.
Yeah, even when it comes to matchups where it looks like one side should be the clear favorite, those brief 2-game series often end 1-1.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Philadelphia.
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
I'm loving the ping-pong action of the ball tonight. A decent number of assists so far.
Maxey's checked in for the 76ers. That one misses for Simmons.
And it's hard to look at Simmons and not get excited about his potential. He's still got a lot of developing to do as a player, and he's ready to put in the work.
And some changes here for the 76ers. Korkmaz, he's jacked in for Simmons, and it's Shake Milton in for Matisse Thybulle. Now, here's Milton. Taking a look at the scoring numbers, right now he averages about 9 points a game. And it's sent back by Leonard.
There's some good commitment from Myers Leonard on defense there. Gets his hands up and swats that one away.
Here's Washington, and then Washington with the dunk.
And how about the footwork? Check out those moves in the post and then the sweet finish to go along with it.
Excellent work around the basket. You're right, G.A. Now, here's Maxey. Turned in an outstanding game against Atlanta. Milton the pass to Sexton. Clock at 6. Here's Harris. It's rebounded by Leonard.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
To the inside. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
How about Leonard not letting the D get to him? Amazing that he maintains his balance, especially at his size on that shot.
Here's Sexton, and Sexton slams it in.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Outside Leonard. Back to Washington. That 3 off the mark. So for the Trailblazers, their last game, a loss to Charlotte. Passes to Maxey. Harris outside. And the shot goes in. And now it's a 9-point Philadelphia lead.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Leonard kicks to Ross. Shoots off the step back. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
Clearly defensive miscue there. If there's not a body on him that's sitting at the mid-range, that's a defensive mistake.
Now, here's Sexton. Last time out, he had 14 points.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Simons, the pass to Washington. Cans it from downtown. Washington's got 5 points so far.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot the D can afford to give him.
Here's Harris. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Leonard, the pass to Washington. Here's the 3. Rebound by the 76ers. Outside, Sexton. Shoots over Washington. The shot by Sexton, no good. And so it's Ross. He brings it up for the Portland Trailblazers. 8-point game. Defeated by the Hornets in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, so close in that one, but that's of no solace to the players. They played their hearts out.
You want to respond in kind, but that last game, it was an effort that most of the time can get you a win. You ran into a tough opponent who was playing at a high level.
Curry's checked in for Philadelphia. Pass to Milton. Right wing. Here's Korkmaz. He's guarded by Ross. It's Curry outside. That shot off. Now Portland takes it the other way. There's the 3. Shot's good by Watanabe. Now just a 3-point 76ers lead.
That's a shot he's going to bury, especially when left open.
Maxey passes to Harris. Outside Curry. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer. And the 76ers lead by 6. Outside Leonard. Here's Washington. It's hauled in by Harris. Harris has got 4 rebounds in this game. Pass to Korkmaz. Hilton the pass to Korkmaz. 2 points. That one goes. And now it's an 8-point 76ers lead.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Here's Ross, and he makes good on the layup.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now here is Harris. And he also played a big role in their last game with Atlanta. 1:04 left to play in the first quarter. A nice shot by Simons.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
And there's the pass to Maxey. It's hauled in by Watanabe.
We're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Here's Leonard, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Pretty slick move by Leonard. Catches the defender out of position and draws the foul.
Portland shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
The first one falls.
One of the better free throw shooting bigs in the NBA. The challenge for Leonard as he develops is to try to get to the line a few more times.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Embiid's checked in. Leonard hits them both.
And it's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
Passes it to Milton. Feeds it to Embiid. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Embiid's got 10 points in the game.
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
Inside. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Pass to Milton. Left side Curry. Launches it. That one doesn't go. A big-time effort for Joel Embiid, providing a lot of energy for Philadelphia. Between his points and his rebounds, he was a star for him in that quarter. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And a bit of a lull in the play of Joel Embiid. He sees the need to turn up the heat a bit.
I think I need to, be more aggressive. Just look to impose myself, just look to dominate. I guess I need to go back to having fun and just dominate.
And certainly Embiid has shown he can dominate.
MVP level talent. He's just got to bring it every time down the floor.
And we welcome you back to NBA action, a great tradition. Christmas Day basketball here on 2K Sports. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the 76ers, what are your thoughts?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
Filling the perimeter slots are Curry and Thibault. The incredible Simmons and Embiid down low. And it's Maxey in at the point guard position. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Clock at 4. That's a 2 from Simons. Almost, but it rolls out. The 76ers lead.
And for a player with Blake Griffin's physical makeup, it was a big adjustment when he had to deal with injury issues. He's really had to reshape his body and his game.
Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Simmons passes to Maxey. Back to Simmons. Pass to Maxey. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Maxey's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And one thing about Griffin and the injuries, Greg, that he went through, he did everything he could to get his body back to where it needed to be.
And he didn't care what it was, yoga, weights, conditioning, you name it, because he knows how important it is to be able to elevate. And Griffin needs to be explosive, and he'll work 24/7 to make sure he is.
Philadelphia with the ball. The Blazers getting the bucket. But
Okay.
That instant response. Don't try to throw down his team. It just gets them fired up.
And that's the result. They launch an assault on the basket. Powell going inside, and the dunk by Powell.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, well, I settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that.
And this is how Simmons puts up points. He challenges you close at the rim more often than not, having the physical advantage.
Now here's Powell. 7 points in the game. And now the 76ers on the break. Simmons is running. That one falls. And it's a 6-point 76ers lead.
Yeah, the quickness, the size, and the speed of Simmons really breathtaking, especially when he's dribbling the rock.
Here's Simons. He's got 5. And stolen by Simmons. Down low. And Simmons slams it in.
And tonight belongs to Simmons. When he's looking for his shot, big is a problem.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland. Greg, you're a former player, and now the father of a young NBA star. What's it like to see the next generation of NBA talent move into the league?
Oh, it's an incredible feeling because we all feel like we're a part of this NBA family. And to see the stars we have today, the character they have, the way they approach the game, man, this is the best time ever to be an NBA fan.
Colin Sexton, he's checked in for Maxey.
Always an appreciation for Lillard and his build, just how rugged he is, along with that fearlessness.
Curry with the bounce pass. The fader misses off the right iron. Trailblazers trail by 6. Here's Lillard. Here's Watford. Rebound by the 76ers. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. That'll be the final game of this 5-game homestand. Portland's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. Knocks it loose and stolen by Thibault. Curry kicks to Simmons. Rebounded by McCollum. Trailblazers shooting 43% from the floor. Simmons against Powell. Over Simmons. Portland again missing.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
And that one's drained from the low block. Simmons has got 10 points in the quarter.
The chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Here's McCollum. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup.
McCollum's got such good body contact. He had to have known that he was going to get hit on that play.
Sexton the pass to Embiid. Sexton against McCollum. And it's Sexton penetrating. And Sexton slams it in.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Back to Lillard. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Thibault. The pass to Simmons. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. And so Griffin will bring it up for the Trailblazers. Trailing here by 8. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And let's see the stat sheet here on Joel Embiid. He's been fantastic over the last 10 games or so, averaging about 31 points, 16 rebounds, and 4 assists. And you look at the numbers he's been putting up, fantastic scoring production
from him.
Yeah, hard to ask for anything more at this point. He's really stepped up, and he's really delivered.
First free throw is good. Some changes for Philadelphia. Harris is checked in for Joel Embiid. Korkmaz comes in for Ben Simmons. And it's Shake Milton in for Seth Curry. And a switch here also for Portland. Watanabe is checked in. That one is no good.
He's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
Thibault, the pass to Harris. Powell with the steal. Pass to Watanabe. Here's Lillard. Fires from deep. Sexton grabs the board.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
Now here's Griffin. Following the missed shot by Tobias Harris. And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here. We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
A different look now for Portland.
Terrence
Myers
Ross.
Leonard, he's checked in for Griffin. And Terrence Ross is subbed in for Powell. Lillard outside. It's hauled in by Harris. Harris has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Korkmaz. The shot will not fall. And it's Portland the other way. Pass to Watanabe. Leonard dishes to Lillard. Shoots. That one wide left.
Not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots. Not the wild one he took there.
Milton the pass to Harris. Portland grabs the miss.
Even if you're not shooting it, you like to see the effort level, and his tonight has been high.
Cullen passes to Leonard. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
C.J. McCollum.
6 points for Leonard.
Well, if you go to Lehigh, of course, you're going to make smart plays. McCollum good at sensing when his man was going to be wide open.
Here's Harris. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Leonard's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And it's Lillard missing.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Here's Sexton. And the basket for the 4th time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6.
When you get physical like that, I don't think Sexton minds it all that much, able to play through it.
And the call will be against Harris. That's foul number 2 for him.
This is one where the second foul is probably going to cost you some minutes in this game.
Griffin's checked in for the Trailblazers. And Portland has possession. 7-point differential. McCollum outside. 5 on the clock. Over Milton. Portland again missing.
Nobody getting a hand in his face in that painted area. That's a miss he's going to be disappointed with.
Now Thibault. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Shot from 12. No good that time. Now Portland takes it the other way. Takes it from 10. Watanabe, no good. Down it goes, his 3rd basket. He's now 3 for 4. The 76ers leading by 5. And Philadelphia calls time here.
Yeah, and he could tell his guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout to kind of let them catch their breath.
And your Sixers dance.
And the 76ers making a change here. Maxey's checked in, and a switch here also for Portland. Washington's checked in. Harris passes to Maxey, and he lays it straight in. Maxey's got 5.
Well, for Tobias Harris to take this step, getting away from scoring and finding teammates to become a more adept passer, that's good signs.
Now here's Ross. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Can't hit that one. Philadelphia's gone 1 or 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Harris against Griffin. A nice shot by Harris. Harris has got the lead up to 9 now for Philadelphia.
Banging around, trying to move guys around defensively. Tobias Harris showing he's got a little bit working tonight.
McCollum finds Washington. Ross on the wing. A three-pointer off the mark. The 76ers leading by 9. Here's Maxey. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
The 76ers shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. Simons, he's checked in for McCollum. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Ross against Harris. And it's Harris with the ball for the 76ers.
And along with terrific production, Harris is an interesting team leader, very positive in his approach.
Now, here's Maxey. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. 4 on the shot clock. That's a 2 from Sexton. No good off the back of the rim. Portland's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Here's Simons. 5 points in the game. Korkmaz grabs the miss. Korkmaz has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
No doubt the fight's there. They are trying to battle back, but he's just really struggling this quarter.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
And they've done a great job knocking down those long-range shots here in the second, shooting just over 40% from downtown.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Simons surveying the D. Over Sexton. And it's Simons missing. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Joel, an early lead and a lot to like in the performance thus far. Would you agree?
Oh, I thought we played great. Defensively, I know that I had someone behind me if I made a mistake that was going to protect the rim. I thought we did great.
We know the adjustments are coming, and we'll see who takes advantage. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ben Simmons putting in some incredible work. he had 14 points, 2 rebounds, and 3 assists.
He came in with something to prove tonight after having a very tough outing in their last game.
And from what we saw so far from the Sixers, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
They score very effectively. With the exceptional ball movement and play calling, they were able to exploit multiple weaknesses in the defense. They've got to feel good about themselves running out to a huge lead.
Looking at Portland, Shaq, your thoughts?
They're not shooting it well so far. Actually, they've been terrible. Fellas, I got an idea for them. Feed the post. Let the big man eat. Jeez.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. What a game we're seeing from Simmons.
And guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Trailblazers trail by 14. Here's who Chauncey Billups will start the second half with. Out of the wings for him, McCollum and Powell. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then there's Griffin. McCollum with the ball. Now defended by Embiid. McCollum no good.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Nailed from three-point land. McCollum's got 5.
CJ just so smooth and is a marksman from 3.
Simmons passes to Harris. 6 feet out. Griffin against Sexton. Now here's Embiid. T right on him. Can't hit from 12. Trailblazers trail by 13. Here's Griffin. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Embiid.
Well, Griffin staying strong down low, even when he knows the hit is coming. Great concentration and toughness shown there.
Portland shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw drops for Griffin.
Well, he's one of the more popular players in the NBA in terms of fan support. They just love Blake Griffin's charisma.
Blake Griffin hits them both. Philadelphia leading by 11. Pass to Embiid. Sexton for 3. And it's Griffin with the rebound. 90 seconds now into the second half. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. 76ers have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Here's Embiid. There's the pass to Thibault. Outside, Simmons. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Seth Curry, he's checked in for Colin Sexton. Outside, Simmons. Shot clock at 6. And Embiid throws it down.
And that interior presence of Embiid, guys that big shouldn't be able to move like that.
Outside, Griffin. Back to Lillard. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Well, we talk about the clutch scoring of Damian Lillard. I'll put it in black and white. Since he entered the league in 2012, nobody has more makes in the last 20 seconds of a game to tie or go ahead. Nobody.
And the list of players with multiple series-clinching buzzer beaters in the playoffs: Michael Jordan and Damian Lillard.
And with a little bon voyage wave of the hand for good measure, Dame time is as real as it gets.
That one good for 2. 14 points for Joel Embiid.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. We've seen Simmons really having a great game.
And they simply have no answer right now for what he's doing to them. He is making them pay.
And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Lillard, the pass to Griffin. And the rejection by Embiid.
One of the premier shot swatters in the world. The length of Embiid makes it hard to be scored on.
Now here's Curry. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Chalk up 2 there.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
With the teardrop, shot is good, and the 76ers lead is cut down to 12 points. The points that time coming from McCollum.
Well, if he's going to do that, I don't know what you do to defend him. McCollum with the floater, so smooth.
Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
And, of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
That's good from Simmons. And Spurs great Tim Duncan recently inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame, and you played with him, Brent, for a handful of seasons. You won a couple rings. Any reflections?
Well, Tim was such a tremendous teammate and so welcoming to every player that he came across that walked into a Spurs locker room, with the inherent trust he had from Coach Popovich that they were going to invite players that were going to come in and be about the right things. I just remember my first time visiting San Antonio, signing as a free agent, and the first person that I saw in the summer in the gym by himself shooting bank shots on the practice floor was one Tim Duncan. What a leader and what an all-time great.
Bangs home the trifecta. McCollum's got 8 here in the quarter.
Well, the coach has confidence in CJ taking that shot, and so CJ has confidence in making it.
And stolen by Lillard. To the middle. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
And for a big man, Embiid sees the floor as well as any big. Recognizes when one of his guys has an opening for a shot.
Now here's Lillard. 5 points in the game. Powell with it. Lets it go from deep. Rebound by the 76ers. Harris has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Here's Simmons. Score the basket for his 10th make. 10 for 12. 83% accuracy.
A physical presence. Simmons is 6'11", nearly 250 pounds. He can easily absorb the hit.
Now a timeout called by Portland.
And coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high-efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
Maxey's checked in for the 76ers. Portland also making some changes. Watanabe's checked in for Griffin. Ross comes in for Norman Powell, and Washington subbed in for Damian Lillard. And Embiid throws it down.
And remember now, Embiid lost 20 pounds during the summer of 19. There, looking right on his feet in transition.
Now, here's Washington. He has 7. And it's McCollum off the drive. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And standing 6'3" at that shooting guard spot, you know, the naysayers will question McCollum's lack of size defensively.
Well, it might not be, GA, the size part of it defensively. It's the fact that, you know, you'd like to make more of an impact defensively. So forget the size. You know, CJ needs to show some more effort on that end. The best part about CJ is that he usually wins the matchup on a nightly basis because he's such an incredible scorer, and that's where maybe you make up the difference.
You throw good, McCollum. And out of Lehigh, C.J. McCollum, probably the best player ever out of the Patriot League.
Yeah, I don't think that's a stretch, Kevin. In 2013, when he was taken 10th in the NBA draft, I think a lot of people were trying to look up not just C.J. McCollum's name, but where Lehigh was in the country. But that draft pick has paid off huge for Portland. Him and Lillard have been one of the most dynamic backcourts in the league for the last few seasons. And it is a tough matchup on a nightly basis to try to produce against what McCollum brings to the table offensively.
And Simmons slams it in.
Authoritative move by Simmons, throwing it down on the defense.
McCollum kicks to Ross. Back to Washington. McCollum outside, 6 to shoot. Watanabe passes to Washington. For 3, Ross. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Passes it to Embiid. Outside Curry. Portland grabs the miss. Deep 2 from Ross. Portland again missing.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Yeah, see the coach? He's got that frown on his face. I think we know why. Not a high percentage look.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the 76ers.
And I like how they've taken the high percentage shot in the paint. In that first half, we saw them doing it, and they've continued to succeed as the game has worn on.
Most coaches would settle for the opposition taking mid-range jump shots, but tonight they're on fire from there.
And he makes the first. The 76ers making a switch here. Korkmaz is checked in, and the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Simons, he's checked in for McCollum. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Here's Washington. 7 points in the game. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Now here's Ross, defended by Milton. Just 5 on the clock. A 3 ball. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Embiid's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the number of female officials in the NBA has grown in recent years. Commissioner Adam Silver said we've expanded our pipeline to greatly increase the pool of potential hires. And we've seen encouraging results. There's no reason why we shouldn't have more women as officials, coaches, and basketball executives in our league. Kevin?
Thank you, D.A. Trailblazers trail by 21. From deep Washington, Maxey grabs the miss. Maxey's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Back to Embiid. It's hauled in by Watanabe. Watanabe's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Ross. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. Embiid finds Milton. Back to Embiid. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And who draws more fouls than Embiid? Very few players, if any. Too much size and really too much skill to defend.
The free throw drops for Embiid.
And what you love about Embiid, he gives you the offense, defense, rebounding, but he also plays with an edge. He gives this team a certain confidence when they take the floor.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Harris comes in for Korkmaz, and it's Sexton in for Curry. And Embiid drops them both.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
And the Trailblazers shooting just 33% in the second half so far. They need to look at more high-quality shots. Here's Washington, and then Washington with the dunk.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
One shot.
Free throw good from Washington.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
And here's Maxey. He's got 9. Milton kicks to Sexton. Pass to Maxey. And the layup is good. Maxey's got 4 this quarter.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Rejected by Harris.
Every so often, Tobias Harris showing you something defensively, and great timing to throw that one away.
Washington passes to Griffin. Washington with it, picked up by Harris. Free throw good from Washington. George Niang, he's checked in for the 76ers. He hits both from the stripe. There's a minute 47 left in the third. Now, here's Maxey. He's got 11. Outside for Sexton. Offline with his 3. Trailblazers trail by 20. Here's Ross. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Ross has got 6 points.
Now, there's some easy offense there. Keep finding looks in that area, and their shooting percentages tonight are going to be off the charts.
Now, here's Sexton. He's got 10. Good for another field goal. Number 5 in the night. 5 for 10 shooting.
Toughness there shown by Colin Sexton. No stranger to having to outmuscle the defense from time to time.
Griffin kicks to Ross. Pass to Washington. Now the pass to Simons. Shot clock at 5. That shot, no good. And the 76ers go the other way with it. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. Sexton, that's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
Well, he knows he can make it from there, so he shoots that one with confidence. Sexton looking very, very self-assured right now.
Here's Watford. Some solid defense from Harris. The 76ers leading by 22. The shot's good for Milton. Milton's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, the thing is they're controlling the pace right now, and if that was the mantra for them at halftime, they've carried it out.
That's a 2 from Simons, and he hits the jump shot. He's got 7.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Philadelphia ahead, running away with this one. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. The stars of this team in the post, Harris and Embiid. Maxey out there with Colin Sexton. And it's Thibault in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. And he makes that one. Sexton's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the 76ers. Lillard left side. Over Maxey. The shot is good off the backboard.
Well, compact and strong. Lillard using his frame and still finishes.
Maxey passes to Embiid. He kicks it to Sexton. Back to Embiid. And he banks in the layup. Embiid's got 22 points.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
And here's Griffin. He'll bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Lillard outside. Driving in, and Lillard throws it down.
And there's the problem. Lillard just too quick and too shifty to stop cold on any dribble drive.
Here's Thibault, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finish hard with 2 hands on that stuff. Now here's Lillard. Defense right on him.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Back to Embiid. Great pass to set up the lay-in. 24 points for Joel Embiid.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Portland moving the ball around. Griffin kicks to Lillard. Ball's knocked loose. Shoots from 14, and it's wide right. It's off the rim. For Philadelphia, they've gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. Maxey passes to Embiid, and they double up Embiid. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
And you've got to admire the toughness that Embiid plays with. He doesn't let fouls stop him from scoring.
So Portland ends up going with the new group.
One shot.
And Embiid, no good on that one. And the NBA dress code introduced back in 2005. Now, player attire straying a bit from business casual. Does that bother you, Greg?
You know, it doesn't bother me because that's where we are as a society. But, man, I can tell you, when I first came in the league, you get fined if you didn't wear dress socks with your suit. So we have come a long way
in terms of the evolution of fashion. And you know what? I'm not one for stopping progress.
Inside, Brown kicks to McCollum. Done outside. He dishes it to Leonard. Love grabs the board.
I don't know what happened there. That was an easy 2 points that he just threw away.
It's rebounded by Leonard. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And it's Love, top of the key. Pass to Simmons. And they double up Simmons for 3. Love. Rebound by the Trailblazers. McCollum outside. Can they get it? And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. McCollum's got 12 points in just the second half. Simmons dishes to Love. Back to Simmons. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
A 3 from McCollum. Again, McCollum missing. For Philadelphia, they've gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. Tipped away. Outside Leonard. 2021 was an unusual season, to say the least, for players, coaches. Brent, there was a lot to adapt to. How do you think you would have handled the condensed schedule?
It's a good question, Kevin. I think just obviously you'd have work to do and show up every day to do it. And commend a lot of the players, not just in terms of the level of competition. It was all the other things that they had to do in order to suit up on a nightly basis, not playing in front of crowds. I mean, that is a love of the game type of season that, of course, I hope we never see again because of the circumstances around it. But the players do deserve a lot of credit, and the fans that hung in there and started to show up towards the end of the year. Oh, man, fans love it. Listen to that. I love that sound in the arena.
You can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. His confidence just soars when he slams it down like there.
Here's McCollum. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
Could come down to selection. Bad shots in the first half. Here in the second, using his head, finding some more efficient opportunities to score.
Here's Love. He can't get that one, so the Trailblazers will take it the other way. Down low, Brown the pass to Ellaby. Brown outside. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. To the inside. Here's Kinsey. And the layup's good off the glass.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. Brent is someone with on-court and front office experience. Just how valuable is a good relationship, do you think, between the players and a team's executive leadership?
Well, Kevin, I don't think it's much different than a good friendship. You know, take it away from the court and think about things in your life that impact you. It's somebody that shows that they care for you beyond what it is that you bring to the table. And that's the most important part about earning and trying to gain trust with the players that you bring into any program, is that you want to let them know that you care, and you want to let them know that you have interest in them as people first. And if you can get to that point, that foundation and platform to build out a player and to have him grow with the organization, that's a priceless relationship.
Pass to McCollum. Takes a 3. Good D by Love. Philadelphia shooting the ball really well in this game, 58%. That one is good from Joel Embiid.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Portland's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. McCollum kicks to Dunn. Here's Ellaby, defended by Thibault. The shot's good.
C.J.
Ellaby's got his first bucket in this one. they've shared the load offensively.
And guys, they put the defense on their heels. You can see right now they're trying to react, and that's what you want when you're in a rhythm offensively.
The Trailblazers shooting here in the fourth quarter around 41%. Cullen passes to Ellaby. Now Love. Thybulle. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Yeah, easy call.
And Greg, you faced some exceptional point guards during your time in the league. But who was the toughest matchup for you when you played?
Oh, man. You know, John Stockton was always one of the most difficult, but in a weird way, not because I worried about him scoring on me. It was because I had to defend his ability to make people better, and that was always a challenge. And don't forget about the great Penny Hardaway. I mean, at 6'8", that was a nightmare to deal with. And my personal all-time favorite, Isaiah Thomas, who was as good as anybody's ever been at that lead guard position.
Watanabe's checked in for the Trailblazers. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. And for the Trailblazers, their shooting has been wayward so far. Only 37% from the floor. Here's Dunn. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Korkmaz checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And Brent, you played for the Spurs, who pioneered player rest. More and more teams have followed that suit over the seasons, calling it load management, even risking fines. Any concern with the way things are done?
Well, I understand the fans' complaint. You know, to think about being a 10-year-old boy or girl and LeBron James is coming to your city and it's a load management day and he's not playing. And so the league understands it. It understands it from its broadcast partners and the way that they want the star players to be involved in every game that they play. And they've tried to adjust the schedule and moved it around a little bit, doing away with back-to-backs. I think it'll be a constant battle, but the organizations are investing in these players, and health is their #1 issue. They want them to play as many games for as long as they can at an elite level. So we'll see how it goes in the next couple of years.
Here's Dunn. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Dunn's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Here's Kinsey. Doesn't go that time. Great D that time from Leonard. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. Dunn looking over the floor. Misses the 3. Philadelphia's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Love. Here's Bassey. Dunn with some nice D.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Philadelphia.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so this will now translate to 14 wins on the season.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win. I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was.
For Joel Embiid.
He was tough to cover all game long. One of those nights when he felt like nobody could stop him, and they didn't.
Here's Leonard. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Myers Leonard.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on that one. And he sinks the second. This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Love kicks to Korkmaz. 6 on the shot clock. They could use a bucket. It's hauled in by Dunn. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Joel, you took over offensively. What went into finding that rhythm?
I thought I got the shots that I wanted, and I played into the flow of the offense, and my teammates were finding me, so I just knocked down some shots.
Well, they were smart to look for you, man, because you had it going on, man. Congrats. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long and good night, everyone.